Does it feel coming here like the Raptors had a hole in the roster that you've just been filling perfectly?
I mean, you guys tell me. I'm sure you guys followed the season a little bit closer than I did. But yeah, I mean, I think that was the goal of the the trade, that I can feel that, like, that true center position. And yeah, I feel like I've been just getting more comfortable with every game out there.
We could hear in the locker room when you went in, guys were really, really happy for you. How nice does it feel to, come home to a team and just be welcomed like that?
I mean, that's awesome. I think we got great guys in the locker room. Obviously, some of them I know a little bit better from back in the day, and even the ones that I just know from playing against them, like they all seem like great guys. And like my first week here, pretty much, like, has been great. Everybody's been awesome. So yeah, makes it that much sweeter.
Yeah, what's the process like over the past week, getting up to speed with the team from your end?
I mean, it's about learning the basics at first. Just trying to memorize all the plays, memorize all the calls on offense and on defense, and then, like, once you get that down, like, you gotta do this stuff in game speed, and react to it just in time, like get the timings down, get all the chemistry down, and I think, yeah, stuff like that takes time. Obviously, with guys like Freddie. Fred's a veteran in this league, and I've played with him before, so that stuff develops a little bit quicker. But yeah, you learn each other's strengths, and you know when to hit your teammates in what spots and where they're comfortable getting the ball and where not.
You mentioned yesterday in practice that you're pretty comfortable with where things were going defensively, and then offensively you kind of said, well, I'm kind of in a support role. What changed tonight?
I mean, I'd argue I was still in a support role. I was just getting a lot of passes out of the pick and roll. Like it's about reacting to the defense. They decided to trap Freddie a bunch of times, so I'm comfortable catching the ball there at the top of the key and trying to make plays. And I feel like I was looking for the pass early on a little bit, and then I noticed that they're backing off a little bit, so I was looking for my own shot a little bit more. And then yeah, like I said, I think Fred did a really good job in the pick and roll, finding me, and it was just about finishing those off.
You had mentioned that with this team style of play that you needed to be more aggressive in terms of looking for your shot. Was that basically a reflection of that?
Yeah, more or less. I think, like I just said, it largely depends on how the defense is playing us, and I think we just got to find that hole, especially when they start trapping or ball dominant guys like Fred and Pascal. Like we got to be able to find the right play. Like, so if they're playing passive, I gotta be aggressive and look for my own finish. And even if we have guys that are cutting from the weak side, and I can either find that guy or find a weak side guy for a corner three, it's just about making the right play, I think.
Pascal had a really big hug for you at the end of the game, and he had mentioned earlier as well, he's just glad he doesn't have to defend centers and bigs in. Do you feel like that sense of gratitude almost?
I mean, he's mentioned it I think it was in shoot-around today, or it might have been the last game to me. So yeah, that's pretty funny. I think we just got so many guys out there that have great length, that have great athleticism, so we can really make it tough on teams to get into the paint. And again, like, I'm just trying to play my role in that whole system, and I feel like I'm figuring it out more and more.
Congratulations on making it to the break. Does it feel like, a new team kind of with Poetl here?
I mean, I think we got some help, what we wanted, and I think is the area that we wanted the most help, yeah, like, his presence is huge. Just again, a night like tonight, 15 for 17, rebounds, block shots, like 6 block shots. I don't think anybody done that this year. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Yeah, I'm saying, like, on my team. So yeah, like, we definitely needed that, and Jakob was special tonight. Just all around game, and yeah.
You guys ran a ton of pick and roll tonight. You guys weren't doing that the first time around when he was a Raptor before. Does it take a long time to sort of learn tendencies, where he's going to cut to? It seemed like it happened right away.
Yeah, no, I think, again, he sets good screens. And when you set good screens, most of the time, like, you know, if it gives an opportunity for the guy coming up to pick and roll to either have, you know, a shot or whatever, and a dump off. So he does that well, and he understands, you know, the game. And I think, again, obviously it's going to take us like time, and we're going to continue to get better and improve. But you know, he's a smart basketball player, and again, with guys like me, Freddie, like we know how to communicate with him. We've been together, we know each other. So it's gonna take a little bit, but not as much as if it was like just like somebody that we never known before.
You didn't start fast right away tonight, but when you got going hard. How much of that is just them readjusting and saying we can't throw as much attention to you anymore because we got to worry about Yak and we got to worry about Fred as well?
Right. Yeah. I don't know how much is that, but I think for me, like, again, like I just continue to just play the game, understand the flow of the game, and picking my spots, and again, I think that just my team is just knowing, you know, the times, you know, to get me going or whatever, you know, like early on, you know, I got a lot of touches, but then after that, you know, just, you know, again, we have a lot of guys that can do a lot of things, so I just got to continue to just be aggressive when need be, picking and choosing, finding ways, you know, when I need to, you know, get my teammates involved, and you know, when I need to be aggressive, like all those things, as the game is going on, you know, I just got to continue to get better at that.
You mentioned the learning curve with Yak coming in. Is it more on the offensive end or the defensive?
I think it's both, because again, like we have different coverages. I don't think that some of the coverage that we've done, he's done that with San Antonio, even when he was here. Like, you know, so it's different. And there's a lot of things he has to learn. And even on offense, you know, our offense and, you know, little plays there and there that, you know, he's still got to catch up on, which I think he's been doing amazing. Just understanding that, and he's been working with you know, one of the coaches, just learning the plays every day. So he's doing his part, and I know that, you know, the more we keep going, the more he's gonna get it.
Going into the trade deadline, you guys knew that you needed some size. You talk about it among yourselves, like, boy, we could use a 7-footer among the players.
Yeah, again.
We'll go into obviously the design.
Yeah, that's not. We let the people that do their job do their jobs, man. That's all. I don't think we out there. We go with what we have on the floor, and we try to win. And that's all. That's all really.
Thanks, everybody.
Oh, that's it?
One more.
Pascal, we all see what Jakob brings to the floor, but what does it mean to you on a personal level, him coming back?
No, it's great. Awesome. Another familiar face, you know, somebody that I'm close with, and yeah, it feels good.
How did you feel about this game, getting the win, going into All-Star break?
It's a good feeling. You know, we're going to be out there having, just knowing that we closed out the break how we were supposed to, and just take that time off, get some rest, get our mind recalibrated, and come back strong.
Of course, there's a lot going on with Yak and 30, and then, you know, Fred tying his season high of assists with 15, but then you also got a double-double in this. How is it feeling out there with your new teammate, and also just how the ball's moving?
I mean, it's great. It feels great. I think we're playing really good basketball, both sides of the game. And we just got to continue. Like I said, we got to continue playing the same way we played. So the last few games, I think we've been playing amazing basketball. We just got to go back, you know, regroup, and come back and continue, and even get better from what we're doing right now.
How good does this break feel, kind of having it at this point in the season?
Man, amazing. I mean, for me, a little banged up, you know, take a few days off, just chill, get my body, my mind right, and then come back.
All right, how's it feeling out there? Obviously, a new teammate in Yak, but then also the ball's moving very well. The side had some words at trade deadline, and it feels like the ball's just kind of moving a bit better since then.
I mean, yeah, I think we, you know, watching a lot of film, I think teams are seeing, you know, we're seeing what the teams are doing against us and all that, and we're just adjusting. Obviously, we got a new player that, you know, Jakob does a really good job in the paint and all that. But I think everybody's trying to, you know, figure out ways to play better, and, you know, we want to make the playoff and all, so that's how we got to play every time.
How was Yak, I guess, being out there on the court affecting your role in particular, and how you playing off of him?
I mean, obviously, you know, I played with Christian, I played with Precious. You know, obviously having a 5, you just got to adjust a little bit more. I'm not as much as a rim protector and all that. Same now, it's more having to guard different position, knowing the rotations and obviously change the game a little bit, but still stays the same. Bring the energy and offensive rebound, crash, the regular things.
And then what are you up to All-Star break?
However, I think I'm going to Miami.
You can look to score 120 in this league to win it.
Yep, you were right, Doug. You called it.
But talk about Yak being able to do a lot of different things. I guess tonight we saw the gamut of it, right? He was passing out of the post, making shots. How does that open up things so well?
Well, I think we got to get a little better at getting used to him when he's catching it there at the elbow, high post area. I didn't think we were cutting, but I didn't think we were doing a quick enough job of cutting towards the rim to give him somebody to hit. I think that's something we can explore and get a little better at. We did get a couple of them in the second half, but his rolling in the screen and roll was huge because they were trying to put multiple guys on Fred and Pascal, and every time we hit him, it seemed like something good happened.
I know first half I think you shot 71% and we're behind. What turned it defensively for you in the second half, you think?
Yeah, I mean, the first half, we had three areas I thought that were really hurting us. And first one was transition. Way too many race it up the floor, quick baskets, even after scores, even one after a free throw, like stuff that's you just can't let happen, right? That was the first one. The second one was the cutting. Right, we had them bottled up a lot late in the shot clock, and they'd find a late cutter right at the rim for a layup, and we really took care of that because they turned it over like 2 of the first maybe 5 possessions trying to hit a cutter flying out of bounds to start the second half, right? And I can't remember what the third one is right now.
You got 11 turnovers in that first half.
Yeah, what was the third one? I had cutting, transition. I can't remember, but anyway. But yeah, there was a third one that we emphasized at halftime, and but good. What is it? 43 points we give up in the second, and if my math's right, I think that's 43 in the second half. So really good defensive effort. End up with a bunch of block shots. I think I'm not sure we had one at the half, maybe one, right? So 10 blocks at the second half. Which is good. It means we were challenging at the rim much better, right? Much better.
You mentioned Poeltl's rolling ability, which was awesome, but he also, when Orlando switched, just mashed little guys in the post, just turn around with the hook shot. Yep. How valuable is that as a way to sort of make sure teams can't switch?
Well, it's really valuable, right? It really is. I mean, there's 2 ways you're going to beat teams that switch, right? Is the big guy's going to go bury somebody inside, or the big defender's, gonna have to guard somebody on the perimeter that can get by him or shoot a 3, right? So having both of those makes it, you gotta probably not switch as much, especially if we're getting the inside buckets. Nobody likes the feel of a switch, throw it inside, get overpowered for a layup, very long.
Easy, right? Just feels easy.
Well, it's smart. It's easy till, looks easy. Right? I don't think it's that easy, but maybe made it look easy tonight, yeah.
I don't think we ever got your reaction to Pascal being an all-star.
Yep.
Looks like an all-star?
For sure. I mean, I was surprised. I'm not even sure we talked about it a little bit maybe, that he didn't make it, right? I think we did. We talked about, our position in the standings. Certainly we've benefited in the past and didn't this year. I would have thought he would have been really close, right? It's surprised he didn't make it. So I guess when they're looking to add, he had to be at the top of the list. So good for him, man. He certainly deserves it. He's played like an all-star this year for sure.
Thanks very much, everybody.
Anything about that, by the way, real quick?
I didn't get an update. I know he left the game, so we'll get you one.